This tutorial is about Matlab desktop. I'm hoping that you have been able to start the Matlab software from your Windows start menu or Mac OS start menu. Um, Once you have started Matlab, you should see following um, things on the desktop. You will see a main command window. This is where you can type in your commands. Um, and the other component is the current folder. So any program that we run here will be looked for in the current folder as well. And the path of this folder is written in this little dialog window, dialog bar at the top. And this can be changed based on where your files are. On the right side, you have the workspace. So anytime I define a variable or a structure with different types of data in it, it is shown in the workspace, and its value and its dimensions are also shown if applicable. And on the top, we have this ribbon that provides all the various toolbars that we can use to interface with Matlab. Now, one thing I want to point out here, that in case things get a little messy, let's say you accidentally change the size of these things, or you accidentally undock this item from the main Matlab window, and these kind of things can happen accidentally. You can always go to this little icon called layout, and under the layout you can always go back to ask the MATLAB to go and take you back to the default layout, which is right here. So default layout, it will always go back to this view. It doesn't really matter what view looks like as long as you know what these different parts mean and what they are used for. So that's basically the overall desktop view. In case you want to start a new script, there are a couple of options up here. Start a new script. You can also start a new function, example, class. Some of these are probably advanced for this class, but what we will be doing in this class mostly will be script and function. You can open an existing one here. There are several recent ones that I have opened. They are visible here. And then once let's say we start a new script and a window appears, which is the editor window. This is where we can type our commands and then we can run this script. And now we can, by default it calls it an untitled, but we can save it. So this is my home folder, and I can click save, and so it's saving it in my home folder, but I can tell it where to save it. For example, in your case, go ahead and if you have a USB drive, find it, or in my case I have this folder for this class, and I'm going to create a new folder here called lab01, and this is where I'm going to save it as a test code. And now you can see that I can go from here and find my folder where I just saved it. It's in my classes, and right here I have my test code 0 test code. Okay, so this is how you typically use Matlab desktop. We will be using some of these windows or these windows docked here in the next